Hey guys, so since you are watching this, you probably bricked your phone using the 1970s bug, and I'll show you now how to fix it. You have three possible options basically. The first one is just to go into an Apple store, the most sane one, and get it fixed at a Genius Bar. Do that if you have no idea what you're doing with electronic devices. The second method is just to let your battery drain until it's full empty, meaning that you do not even get this loading screen. So as you can see, I bricked my device also, and now I'm trying to get it back running again. I don't advise you to get the battery empty at like 0%. It may damage your battery at the end. So be cautious when you're doing that. It may also take 2 days or something, so that was not an option for me because I need the phone. The third one, and the most quickest one, but it will void your warranty if you have any left. I don't, so I don't care. It's the most dangerous one because you can break something more easily than using the other methods, obviously. So what you need to do, the third option, is to open your phone up and unplug the battery connector from your iPhone, which will reset the time. So it's this one right here. This is easy to do if you have some knowledge of electronics and you know how to use a screwdriver. So if you do this, please do it at your own responsibility. If you mess up your device even more, I'm not responsible for that. So you need 3 steps for doing this. You have to remove the lower screws, left, right next to the battery connector here, to the lightning connector. You need a 5-star screwdriver. Let me just pick up, I forgot the name of the screwdriver. Pentalobe, so it's a pentalobe. You need a pentalobe screwdriver. I don't have one at my home right now, so I had to improvise a little, and I used a very knife with a thin tip, so it's very thin. You can just slightly dip it into the corner of the pentalobe and slowly turn. As you can see, it has a very fine tip. You don't have to apply too much pressure and too much force, since the screws are very, very loose anyway. They're not very tightly screwed. So these are the screws, and yeah, if you have a pentalobe screwdriver, it's definitely recommended to use that instead. So unscrew those, and then what you would ideally use is a suction cup to just stick it on your display and pull it slightly up to get a gap right here on the bottom. I didn't have any, so I'm very badly equipped right here, but since I'm a musician, I have a plug for my guitars, and this works maybe even better. So you just start to pry the edge of the plug or some similar sturdy plastic thingy, which is slim, at the corner, and just with very little force, just try to get a little pop so that it starts opening up, and then you just pry around the device on both sides until you have the display comes off. Be very careful doing that you do not overbend the display. It will bend because it's very thin metal. So after you have that, you can open it up and you can see the glory of the iPhone. And right here, let me just get this off to the side a bit. Right here you will see a metal connector, a metal plate, right like this right there, screwed with 2 Phillips screws. You can just unscrew them easily. Just unscrew them with a standard Phillips screwdriver. Then take off this metal cap. Like this. And let me just unplug this right now. And then you just have to take this battery connector off. And you do that by just taking a flat tip screwdriver, sliding the tip underneath and just plugging it up like this. And let it sit for 2 minutes or something without being connected. And this will reset the internal time battery, and it will reset into a sane state. And afterwards you should be fine to just put it back in, just reassemble it, stick it back together, and then you're good to go. And it will boot again because the time has been reset. If you found this video helpful, just give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who have bricked iPhones as well. And if you have any questions, just ask me and I try to answer them as good as I can. But please only do this if you know what you're doing instead, and don't brick your iPhone. So